Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Luis, and welcome to the live stream. Today we're going to talk about America being placed on high alert, and National Guard. The National Guard. Give me a second here. The National Guard and police prepare for possible unrest with a possibility of the presidential pardon for Derek. Derek, for those of you that don't know, back in 2020, um, Minneapolis and state officials, you guys already know Derek is the one that he had his knee on George. And you guys know who George is, all right? So we're going to get to we're going to get to this news. So it seems like the president is thinking of pardoning Derek, and that is going to spark fire. Literally, it's going to spark fire. Remember, in 2020, there was that you had the riots. You had the BLM, and they did some stuff. So it seems like Donald is going to pardon Derek. And there's a possibility, I'm hearing some rumors that he might pardon P. Diddy. All right, so we're going to get to this. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe, hit that like, share the video. National Guard and police prepare for possible unrest with possibility of presidential pardon for Derek. Now, I want to show you who's Derek. Let me show you a picture really quick here. That is Derek. All right. It says here, you have Minneapolis and state officials are bracing for the possibility of a presidential pardon for Derek. The former Minneapolis officer convicted in 2020, and you guys know what happened. You had George. His name was going around. They even made a statue of that man. So you have the president, recent comment suggesting he might issue such a pardon. So guys, what are your thoughts about this? What are your thoughts? You think it's right for Donald to pardon Derek? Leave comments down below. A lot of people's not going to be pleased if this happens. So America is getting ready. The National Guards are getting ready because if Donald pardon this individual, it's going to spark fire. All right, so once again, with Donald, recent comments suggesting he might issue such a pardon. You have local leaders are taking proactive steps to address potential public reactions and ensure community safety. So yeah, he's thinking about doing this, and he's thinking about pardoning P. Diddy. All right, so again, that's what I heard. Suge Knight is the one that said that Donald is planning to pardon Diddy and also Derek. All right, so Derek was convicted in 2021 on state charges for a second degree. I'm gonna skip that name there. All right, so for the passing of George. Now, you guys know who George is, all right? Let me just pull up the information really quick here. All right, so this is the man right here. Do you see? There you go, George. All right, so I'm not going to say his name. Just follow me on that one. It says here, George killing, capture on... I should have never said that word. So it was captured on video and sparked global protests. Here's the thing, guys. What happened in 2020? I don't know why they keep saying that was a protest. I mean, you guys remember what happened in 2020. 2020, Target was literally destroyed. I mean, we're talking about the store, all right? I mean, people went inside Target. They took flat screen TV. They took a lot of stuff, right? And again, you had small businesses. I mean, it was just out of control. I still remember it like it was yesterday. But they keep saying that it was a protest. I just feel like these people just lost their minds. All right, so once again, Derek was sentenced to 25 years, 25 years in prison for the state charges and later received a 21-year federal sentence for violating Georgia's civil rights. He is currently serving his sentences in a federal prison in Arizona. On January 20th, 2025, during a campaign event, Donald, the president, told supporters he was seriously considering pardoning Derek, claiming the former officer was unfairly prosecuted. Okay, I want to read your comments. Let me know about that. You think it's right for Donald to pardon Derek? Don't forget, no go zone. They built something around 5 or 10 city blocks. Someone said he just not need what? He just not needs think about pardoning those two. I look. I remember ambulance drivers. Someone's guys. What do you think? Should Donald pardon Derek? Yes or no? Should Donald pardon Derek? Yes or no? I don't think that's a good move, personally. James, I agree with you. I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. Here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. All right. A lot of people's not gonna agree with me, but Derek had his knee on that dude's neck for a very, very long time. And these people are trained. These people are trained. They know what they're doing. These people are trained. And when you have your knee on someone's right here for a very long time, you know you're about to, again, it's common sense, it's proper training. So I just feel like, Donald should not get involved in this. He needs to kind of let this go. So if Donald pardoned Derek, then there's going to be a lot of stuff. It's going to be 2020 all over again. All right, so it's going to be 2020 all over again. Now, police in there to protect and serve. They also should protect the people they are cuffing. All right. So it says here, that was my wife. Hey, baby. It says here, Donald remarks have raised concerns among Minneapolis leaders given the significant unrest that followed George's death. The possibility of a pardon has become a focal point as Donald prepares to take office, with speculation that he may act swiftly to fulfill campaign promises. Minneapolis mayor emphasized that city commitment to maintaining peace while respecting free speech. We are preparing for every possible scenario, noting that the city is coordinating with state and federal agency. All right, so we don't know when Donald is going to pardon, but he did mention it that he was planning on pardoning Derek. And like I say, guys, this is not going to look good. This is not going to look good. This is going to be 2020 all over again. It says here you have the governor, Tim Walz, who deployed the National Guard during the 2020 protest, said that the state is ready to assist Minneapolis if needed. And we are in close contact with city officials and will provide resources to keep Minneapolis safe. All right, so you have some states that it's getting ready. Basically, National Guard is on standby. You have law enforcement on standby. And I do believe there's going to be multiple states that is going to possibly activate the National Guard once, if Donald pardoned Eric. All right, so he urged calm, emphasizing the importance of dialogue to address community concerns. Attorney General Keith, who led Derek prosecution, expressed disappointment at the prospect of a pardon, but stressed that it will not erase the state's conviction. A federal pardon cannot, under the state's verdict, he noted. Now, community leaders and activists are mobilizing to channel potential outrage into constructive actions. So you're going to have these people, and when I say these people, remember the BLM? You're going to have them. You're possibly going to see Antifa, those radicals. You're going to see them in the streets. You're going to be seeing a lot of these crazy stuff coming out. And yeah, it's not going to look good. All right, so you have another person here, Nakima, a prominent civil rights attorney, called for peaceful protest and voter engagement. We cannot let this divide us further, she said. You have organizers are planning for. You have organizers are planning forums to discuss the implications of a pardon and to honor George's legacy through continued advocacy for police reform. All right, so once again, for those of you that just tuned in, give me a second here. For those of you that just tuned in, the National Guard and police prepare for possible unrest with possibility of presidential pardon for Derek. All right, you guys already know this man here. Let me just show you one more time. Now, Donald is planning on pardoning this man right here. All right, so Donald is planning to pardon that man, and hopefully we don't see no 2020 stuff. Remember what happened back then? It just, things was out of control. And yeah, let me just read some of your comments. What are your thoughts on this? This is an excuse for martial law. Wow. Okay. Okay, so there's a possibility. Yeah, this could be martial law stuff too. I didn't thought of that. Yeah, so when stuff like this hit the fan, it could unleash martial law. Definitely, yeah, that's something new there. Yeah, that's something that could activate martial law. And the reason why, guys, because we've seen something like this back in the early 90s with oh man, what was his name? Rodney King. Remember what happened in the West Coast? You have who was the president back then? I think it was Bush. They had to declare martial law. They had to declare martial law. No idea. I don't get to see the news, someone said. What do you think about Psalm 74, 13, 14? I got to read that verse. He should be pardoned. They should have thrown away the key. What? He shouldn't be pardoned. They should have thrown the key. This is going to be so bad. I don't know why Donald want to pardon him, to be honest. I think Donald, he needs to stick to other stuff. Stay away from that. Stay away from that. It's just kind of strange that Donald. Give me a second here. Is there a video of Donald saying this? Give me a second. Like I said, guys, this is gonna backfire really bad. And I heard something about he want to pardon Pete Diddy. I'm sorry, guys. Um, Someone said, I bet money Donald would pardon Derek and even pull strings to get him reinstated as a police officer and with a promotion. Nah. I don't see any video. I don't see any video. Someone said the Trump administration should transfer Derek to El Salvador. So yeah, that's again, that's the big breaking news. That is a big breaking news, and that one person that said that this could lead to martial law. I agree. I totally agree. That could lead to martial law. Pardon Diddy? I don't know. It was Suge Knight said that Trump is planning on pardoning Diddy. Give me a second here. This could cause massive mayhem. Okay, so whoops. Give me a second here, guys. Give me 1 second. So Donald may pardon Diddy if convicted, Suge Knight said. Wow. And he said that live. He said it live. If Donald does that, then which I don't think he's gonna do it, but let's say he does. Let's say he pardoned Derek and he pardoned P. Diddy. Then Donald is going to spark fire throughout the entire country, man. Not that he actually was going to, but that's Suge Knight. You guys already know Suge Knight. He says a lot of stuff, and he does talk too much. So I wouldn't take this with a grain of salt. Put it like that. So believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. All right. Everyone sees that thing cannot continue like this. It's not sustainable, Michael said. What I've heard that Diddy did was extremely disgusting and evil to core. Well, he did a lot of bad stuff. He did a lot of bad stuff. I feel bad for like Justin Bieber and also Usher when Usher was really young. And again, all these young celebrities, they used to hang with P. Diddy, and P. Diddy used to do some stuff. It was just terrible and disgusting. But it's not only P. Diddy. Again, the person that used to run Nickelodeon, I mean, they did some stuff to young ones. I mean, it's just terrible. And it's being exposed. It's just being exposed. It's being shown to light. Clay said, good evening, Lewis. I think that Donald wants martial law. For some reason, we don't know. He's going to use this as an excuse to get it going. Well, hopefully he doesn't pardon none of these people. But again, if he does, then there's going to be some stuff. Like I said, it's going to be a lot of stuff, and We're gonna see like the BLM. They're gonna be out in the streets. We're gonna see all this crazy stuff going on, and it just, yeah. I think Donald needs to leave that alone, man. Like, who beats a woman in a hotel? Yeah, well, P. Diddy said that he was on drugs when that happened. That he was not right in the head, and he admitted to it. He said that he needed, well, you know, he was addicted to drugs. So again, you know, it's just crazy what he did. Yes, indeed, my prayer for Patrick. Ah, a little update here. You guys know that I've been, you know, bringing up Patrick and praying for him and his family and his wife, and we were kind of talking about the, you know, he hasn't been posting videos. Well, he did post a video today, and a little updates. Please pray for Patrick's wife. Please pray for her. She needs prayer, and you know, she's pregnant, and again, there's a video that he posted. I'm gonna share the video once I'm done with this. I'm gonna share the video in the comments box. But please pray for him and his family and his wife. He does have a GoFundMe, and I will share the link to his GoFundMe if you guys want to help and support. And again, I'm not gonna say too much. I'm just gonna like share the link, the video, his video. But he does need prayer for, you know, he's requesting for prayer for his wife. So again, Patrick, if you're watching this video, me and my wife, we are praying for your wife, and we are praying for your family, and stay strong, and the Lord Jesus Christ will be with you and your wife. I pray that Jesus brings peace for you and for your wife and for your family, your children too. And you know, with Jesus, anything is possible. With Jesus, anything is possible. So stay strong, brother. Stay strong, and prayers for your wife. Again, we're gonna be sharing the GoFundMe link for Patrick. All right, and I'm gonna share his GoFundMe link for the next couple of days. It's gonna be in the comments box, so you're not gonna see my links. You're gonna see only Patrick GoFundMe. All right, so thank you. I meant to say, someone said. Patrick is a prepper. He's a prepper, but he, you know, I see him more as a watchman. I see him more as a watchman. He does sounds the alarm. He lets people know what's going on in the world. So I love his content. And again, big shout out to Patrick. And for those of you that haven't followed Patrick, follow him. He's amazing. Like I said, I'm gonna leave the link in the comments box. Okay, my wife just shared the link. Okay, so you see that link? Just click on that link, and it will take you to his GoFundMe if you guys want to help and, you know, just support Patrick and his family. Sending positive vibration to Patrick and his pregnant wife that's in critical condition. Prayers for Patrick and his family. I watched his video too. Lord Jesus, touch his wife and heal her completely. Absolutely, PJ. My wife said, please, if you can, donate to their GoFundMe, as his wife is pregnant and they aren't doing good at this time. So yeah, please guys, if you can, please share that GoFundMe. For the next couple of days, every video that I upload, you will see his GoFundMe link in the comments box. So you're not gonna see none of my stuff. It's gonna be his stuff. It's gonna be in the comments box. You don't understand who's going on? What? Hold on. Who was it? Victoria? You don't understand what's going on. You must follow Bible prophecy or scriptures if that's all you can do, Victoria said. Melissa said he should make the case for why before ever considering a pardon for Derek. I agree. Look, guys, I know some people is saying that, he's innocent. Here's the thing, guys, and we all watched that video. These officers are trained. They are trained. They are trained to to do whatever, like headlocks or certain submission. They are trained doing these things, and they all the it's like almost military training stuff, physical training. But again, when he had his knee on George's neck, he had it for a long time. I mean, he knew what he was doing, and I think that was wrong. So Donald should leave that man alone, and if he does pardon him, it's just, yeah, he's wrong. He's just wrong. Donald, yeah, I'm gonna put. Again, I got to put my foot on the brake on that one. I seen George say he couldn't breathe. I remember that too. And people had a shirt that says "Can't breathe." And look, it doesn't matter if the person committed something. I mean, and plus, I think he had his handcuff, right? He was handcuffed. So it just completely wrong. It just wrong. So justice has been served. Leave that man in prison. Donald, just leave that man in prison. All right. It says here, we all know George was but the cops should handle any. Hey, look, I don't know George like that. I heard about his whatever background, but no one deserves to go out like that. No one deserves to go out like that. Period. All right. Again, it's just wrong. All right, now we're going back and forth. Now we're going with Diddy and Derek. Diddy has massive power. Don't think he is some low-level rapper. Diddy has a lot of money. He does, right? And he has, he knows people. But him and R. Kelly and other people has gotten away with a lot of stuff, and they did some very, very disturbing things. And I do believe there's a lot of people out there that haven't come out yet because they don't want their name to be put out there and possibly embarrassed, or they just don't want to, again, more problems and stuff like that. So I believe he's going to serve a long time in prison. I do believe so. I believe so. Because even Suge Knight is a powerful man. Suge Knight is a very powerful man. You have a lot of people, R. Kelly and a lot of people. The only ones that you're not going to see in an orange suit are the very powerful ones. The very powerful ones. We're talking about like someone like Joe. You're not going to see Joe in an orange suit. Man, you're not going to see, someone said who? Give me a second here. My wife said, in the end, justice will serve perfectly from God. Their power and money won't save them. Yeah, it won't save them. My wife is right. So, these people have received their rewards on earth. They get away with all this stuff, and, but at the very end, once they expired, or in other words, they give their spirit back to the Lord, once they die, again, you can't call your buddies and say, hey, God, can I call one of my friends? And no, you can't do that. God is going to say, no, this is not the world anymore. This is heaven. This is the kingdom of heaven. And the book of life has been opened, and many, many things you have gotten away with on earth, and now your punishment will come. So guys, I pray that these people repent. I do, because I don't wish anyone to go to hell. we pray that people repent. Um, Suge Knight has power, but he was like a evil kind of guy, but smart at the same time. He was he's a very smart man. Suge Knight is a very smart man, but at the same time, he is just he's evil. He's just pure evil. My wife said that's all we can do. CR said, but I agree with Lewis. Plus, let sleeping dogs lie, so to speak. Mitchell said, may they be saved anyway. Big H said, greetings from Louisiana. Man, Louisiana. Welcome. PJ, thank you so much for the 10 super chat. PJ say thank you for always being there for your fellow man. Just by you sharing Patrick's story, many prayers will be heard. Thank you so much, PJ. And again, guys, for those of you that tuned in, please pray for Patrick, his wife, and again, I've been watching his video for a very long time, and when he makes video, I just love the way he makes the video. It's like, you know, again, it brings peace. Man, it brings peace. It's not like me, you know how I'm loud and everything, and I make jokes and stuff like that. Patrick is a type of guy that he's smooth, nice and easy. So big shout out to Patrick. Someone said, who's this? Ellen? Yes, thank you for being a standing tall watchman. JP said, yes, God will sort it out. Yes, remember the Bible said, leave revenge to God. God will seek revenge. What National Guard is on alert? Well, you got multiple states that are planning on, well, they're preparing. For those of you that tuned in, the president, the US president, is planning on pardoning Derek, the cop in 2020. You know, the cop that put his knee on George's neck. Well, Donald is planning on pardoning that officer, the former officer. And so you have multiple states sounding the alarm. They are possibly going to get National Guards and law enforcement on standby, because if Donald pardoned Derek, it's going to cause a huge rise and unrest across our sleeping giant. All right, so it just you know, buckle up on that one. I have also been watching Lewis for several years and enjoyed this channel. Thank you so much, JP. Thank you so much for the kind words. Oh, my wife just shared Patrick link the video. I believe that's the video. So if you click on that link, it would take you to Patrick's his latest video, and he breaks down like the updates of his wife, and he's requesting for prayer for his wife. So I'm gonna let you guys just watch that video. Again, I'm not gonna break it down. I'm just gonna let you guys know that please pray for his wife and for Patrick and his children. All right, so he does have a GoFundMe. So please, guys, look, we do share people GoFundMe whenever people needs help. You guys know us. We share a lot. I mean, we share links so people, you know, that's going through tough times, or people that need like medical assistance. Again, we are always here to try to help people that are in need of help. Someone said, thank you, Homestead. I watch both trials so I can judge, and they belong in prison. All right, so someone said, who was that? Justice. I have been watching for years too. What's up, Lewis? Jordan said, what's up, Lewis? Guys, give this video a thumbs up. I got another video coming up after this one here. So I love the channel. I'm subscribed to all your channels. We bump heads politically sometime, but we 100% agree on everything else. Hey, look, people love my channel. I can understand people's gonna be like, oh, I agree with Lewis, and then the next video, I don't agree with Lewis. It's all right, guys. It's all, again, it's just like political stuff, and people agree, people don't agree. Kitty Cat says, Kitty Cat has the emoji cats and everything. Hi, Lewis and his beautiful wife and family. God's blessing be upon you all. Thank you so much, Kitty Cat. Minister B said, I love the good cops out there, but truly want to serve and protect their communities. But there are others out there that think the badge puts them above the law and they need to go. Absolutely. I agree. There is a lot. Look, there's a lot of good cops out there. All right. Ever since I moved down to Florida, the cops here is a lot different and they are more respectful. And yeah, they just a lot better. And look, I'm not saying nothing bad about New Jersey, but New Jersey cops, there's a lot of them up there that it's, they just too. But again, they do have a hard job and it's not easy. I mean, they got to go through a lot of stress. I mean, they see a lot of things. And so I can understand some of these cops are just, too much stress and stuff. But those who take advantage and think they're above the law, again, we have every right to go visit City Hall, right? Because City Hall is for the public. We pay taxes. We could just go into City Hall. We could go to the office. They can't say nothing to us. What are you doing here, sir? Well, I'm a citizen. I pay my tax. I could come in here. You could go in and, just whatever, use the phone and this and that because it's yours. I mean, it's the public, and sometimes they're going to tell you, get out of here. You don't have no rights. No, we do have rights. So give me a second here. He better not pardon such an evil man. Cindy, that was Cindy. Cindy said he better not pardon such an evil man. Someone said, who's this? Fat Boy? Fat Boy Kick said, I'm from Queens. I'm used to being harassed by Popo, which is police. Queens, again, like I say, guys, those cops up north, they different. They different, more different than the one here in Florida. All right, so everybody's happy that my wife is here. She's the moderator. None of us are without fault or sin, and none one of us has a right to judge unless we be judged by our Father in heaven as well. Jordan said, hello, Lewis, wife. Someone said the Mendes brothers are like getting out of jail. Oh, the Melendez. Melendez or Mendes brother? I think the twins, right? The twins, those are the one that took out their parents, right? Yeah, I think the Melendez brothers. I think from California. The Diaz brothers. David said the rapture is imminent. Marathon. My wife said they got sentenced, which means they can go for parole. Wow. So if Derek abused power, why didn't the other officer around stopped him? That's true. I mean, you had like other people, officers. It's just kind of strange that the officer didn't even do nothing. Guys, if I was an officer and I see Derek doing that, I'll probably tell him, hey, man, get off of him. He's what are you doing? But it seems like, I don't know how to do those training. Yeah, I mean, it's just really sad. It's just really sad. Lynette said, "Hello, brother. Keep doing your work. I'll talk about you on my podcast." Oh, you have a podcast? Nice. You can send me a link, my email. Victoria said, "The Lord, uh, that's what Messiah, Jesus Christ, protects his own. Do not fear, but find out the truth of what's happening." Jordan, Jordan said, "My wife said they was up for parole. Yep, just like unsaid." Vicky said, "I can't believe he would pardon P. Diddy." Well, that's what Suge Knight says. Suge Knight came out and told, I think he told the news on the phone that Donald is planning on pardoning P. Diddy. So I don't know if they are good friends. I don't know if Donald and Diddy is good friend. But again, you guys know Donald get along with a lot of rich people. And Diddy is a very powerful individual. He's he's worth over $1 billion, just like Jay-Z. Jay-Z is another man. He's another one too. So John said, John 7:25, King James Version, "Judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment." Mitchell said, "No knee will have ever been there, will have never been there, had the follower of the law and not been a criminal." Mr. B said, "If you don't want to be judged, then don't judge. But if you do judge, expect the same judgment to be upon you." Jordan said, been a long RD. Seems like I've been watching Lewis for years. Well, I've been on YouTube for almost 10 years. Gene said, "If he pardoned, he will be going from one cell to another. He will never have peace, so there will be justice after all." Blue Angel said, "Mitchell, I agree." Someone said there were different angle showing his knee wasn't taking him out. Someone say, "Really, you got to be kidding me." The Lord likes when you read the scriptures on your show. That's what he wants more of. Mitchell said, "What about 50 Cent?" I don't know much of 50 Cent history. All I know is that 50 Cent said that he was never good friends with P. Diddy. 50 Cent, actually 50 Cent was warning everyone about Diddy. Basically was the only one that said that Diddy is a fruity pebble. And so he was sounding the alarm. Absolutely it says absolutely no, do not pardon Derek, Vicky said. Kitty Cat said, "The people who are watching is more than 200. Put your lights on for all the people that are watching." Give me a second here. I'm just reading some of your comments. There's a lot of comments. Mitchell said, "Don't be a criminal. You won't be in trouble." Yeah, well, again, stay away from, again, stop making silly decisions. PJ said, "Thank you." Okay, that's towards someone else. Big H said, "I don't think Donald is going to pardon P. Diddy." I don't think so. Remember, Donald didn't said that he was going to pardon P. Diddy. It was Suge Knight. Suge Knight said that Donald is going to pardon P. Diddy. So again, take that with a grain of salt. I was just kidding about 50 Cent. Oh. All right, so Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna end it here. We just hit 45 minutes into this live stream. Before I leave, do me a favor, give this video a big thumbs up. And I got another one coming up later tonight, okay? So, also, guys, I didn't post much videos because YouTube is acting up again. They keep reviewing our videos. It's the one that said they're reviewing copyright. I don't know. I mean, it happens every 6 months. So a lot of YouTubers couldn't upload videos. So YouTube is kind of I guess they're doing their stuff, algorithm. All right. My wife said I'll be going live with a Genesis study tonight around 1 a.m. Eastern time. So, guys, make sure you follow my wife. She's the moderator. Click the link, the profile. All right. So, babe, just share the link. Share the link. You share the email. Okay. Just share the link. She's gonna go live and she's gonna do a Bible study. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go to my studio room and just work on my next video. Okay. So make sure you follow Barefoot on the Homestead. Just click on her link right there, the blue one. When you click on her link, it will take you straight to her channel. She's gonna go live. If you guys want to tune in for a little Bible study, again, tune in. There we go. She just shared it. All right, so that's the link right there. Love Pugs. How you doing, Love Pugs? She's saying hi, Louis. So my wife just shared the link. Once again, please give me a second here. Let me see if and how do I leave a comment? I can't leave a comment. Give me a second here. I can't leave a comment. I'm sorry, guys. She said it would be a short live stream. All right. So again, make sure you follow her on her channel. Thank you so much, Emma. EMA said I just subscribed. All right. So all right. So once this live stream is over, then I'm gonna share Patrick GoFundMe in the comments box. It will be in the comments box, okay? His GoFundMe link, all right? And Mitchell says, see you at the gates. PJ said, I just subscribed. Thank you so much for subscribing, guys. Make sure you subscribe to my wife. She just shared a link. All right, so I'm gonna end it right here. Thank you so much for watching. I will keep it updated with the Derek and Pete. Please leave those two men alone. Just leave them alone. Jeez. And just focus on, oh, by the way, guys, have you seen Donald? He basically made a deal, $600 billion, and basically he's coming back to America with over $1 trillion. $1 trillion. That's insane. That is literally insane. But again, yeah, he's making peace with a lot of people and with Iran. So again, we're going to talk more about that. It's going to be in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a good night. Till next time later. Peace.